Todd in Indianapolis, Indiana. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, but call me Mo Better, because I'm going to have you seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and I'm going to show you how I bring that loving feeling back to glasses when I cut the S-Lore Ideal Advanced digital freeform progressive lenses with transitions extra-active brown and a red flash mirror for the Oakley 8081 plank. Of course, this is the Oakley hard shell case they come with, the Oakley cleaning cloth carrying bag, and inside, the star of the show, the main attraction, the Oakley 8081. Of course, it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple, and I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you, but I'm taking it off now to show you that this is of course, it is the matte tortoise color. It is the Oakley 8081 in color 04 in the 51 eye size, which is the soft touch tortoise, as it is called. Ooh, what a nice soft touch. It is so nice. It's like baby soft. Okay, so I'm going to pop out your original demo lenses, put this in the case so I don't forget to mail these back to you. Oop, I almost forgot I need to barcode you into the computer. You are Secret Agent 1610. Just as your high school guidance counselor predicted you would be, you were voted most likely to become Secret Agent 1610. And you did not let your class down. So, the reason why I barcode these in there is that years from now, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, I can pull you up in the computer and mail you just the lenses, and you'll see how to mount them yourself in this video. I'm going to take your frame. This is a nice, lightweight, soft frame. It is a soft touch tortoise. But I'm going to hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, and it's going to go around and first trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. They're just disappointed in my jokes. You buy any genuine, authentic Oakley frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have unused vision insurance or unused health savings account Flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. And of course, I do want to say I'm experimenting. Hopefully the print will be at the bottom of the screen. Hopefully it's not too annoying, at least less annoying than I am. But yes, I am an authorized Oakley dealer. As a small-time independent optician, I'm not legally allowed to post pictures of the frames with lens prices, I have been told. So if there's a frame that you want, just email me and I'll get you the price, the availability, and what I can do it for, the time frame, all of that. So your pupillary distance for your right eye, 31.5. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap the minus button twice because it goes down half millimeter increments. I want to raise the seg height where the invisible bifocal will go to 21. I want to take the right lens. Let me put a darker R on here. That is an R for right. Now, if you guys missed any of that, let me recap. I'm just going to sneak that in there. You thought you were going to get away without it, but no, I had to put it in there. So, I've got, this is a block, or as I like to call it, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. Don't worry about that ink in my hand. I've got two of, the black side is the sticky side. It's a double-sided adhesive. I'm going to stick this onto the first block, throw that on the platform, do the same thing for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a silver button. That is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Oh, I need to change the layout screen from single vision to progressive because these are digital freeform progressives. All progressives have a little laser engraving, a circle 34 millimeters apart. In the middle of that, 17 and a half, well 17, and then go up 4 millimeters is where your pupil will be. The blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. So get everything laid out just the way it is and hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right, which will be played by the left lens. Pull the paper away, line up the magnet. Your pupillary distance for your left eye is 28.5. So I'm going to tap the minus button a few times till we end up at 28.5, same optical center height. That's the lens I want. Get everything laid out there just so. Get that right there, kids. You see what I'm doing? Kids, you see what I'm doing right there? Kids, are you paying attention? I shouldn't be coughing like this. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place a block onto the left lens. And before I forget, let me give a shout out to Todd's lovely wife Leslie and their 2 4-legged kids, Josie and Wales. No lie, I used to have a cat named Josie Wales, and when you told me that, I just laughed because that's one of my favorite movies. I still quote that movie to this day. There's so many great lines from that movie. We got something around here called Law and Order. Yeah, we got something around here called the Missouri Boat Ride. I could just keep going and keep going. So, this is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. Look, I just cut a big round lens, and that was 1609. You are 1610, so let me wake up the computer for your shape to come up, and we're at 1610. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens, which is a default setting for polycarbonate. I am going to put a safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. The actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel that's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper to grind away your lens material. This wheel in the center with that channel, that little valley, that's what's going to put the, I already lost the frame, the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So, press that on there firmly. Now the magnet's going to do a job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. I don't know any other jokes either. So I'm going to hit the green start button. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 wide styluses, making sure that it is large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel for the least amount of edge thickness, of which you should have none in this frame. Although I'm going to make a prediction, you could have some or you could have none. That's it. Those are my 2 predictions. Take it or leave it. So, the lens is about to drop down onto the cutting wheel. And it smells just awful because I just got finished cutting some high index lenses. It has a sulfur smell. It's a good thing you guys can't smell that. It's a good thing you guys can't smell me anyway, but especially now after I've been cutting high index lenses. But the light you see flickering in the background is water there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning the water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, water will spray onto your lens, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form. Your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. They are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones in Oakleys to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. It's also the same lens material that OSHA requires to be put in safety glasses. Now, these are not safety glasses, but it is the same lens material. It also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Indianapolis. Your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so this is like permanent sunscreen that never needs to be reapplied. So water has begun spraying. It tells me it's in the last 20 seconds. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, you got the Transitions Extra Active, which I'll talk about later, but you also got the red flash mirror, which has its own anti-glare coating on the back surface. Now, Transitions or Transitions Extra Active were the original blue blockers. Transitions Signature 7, like I'm wearing, block about 30 to 40% of harmful blue light that you hear talked about these days at your doctor's office. These, the Transitions Extra Active, block about 50 to 70%. They block more blue light than any other possible lens. Now, not everyone gets Transitions, so that's why Crizal came out with the Crizal Prevencia coating to help block for that too. But it does not block as much as the Transitions or Transitions Extra Active. So I'm going to dry everything off there. Run my thumbnail around to get that optical sawdust. I love it when it comes off in one piece. Just like lint out of the dryer trap. So let's see if it fits first time around. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner. Push down with the nose. It does not want to go, so I'm going to back it off about, let's do just over 1/10. We're going to do 0.15. Put that in, hit retouch. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens will not be traced this time. It's just going to go right down to the bevel wheel. It's that old carpenter saying, you can always cut more off of a board, you can never add it back on. So I start a little bit large and work my way down. You want a perfectionist like me cutting your lenses. I could use heat to warm up the frame and make it more pliable and force the lens in there, but that would cause your frame to stretch, or what we in the industry called roll. If you can imagine your frame being a gutter, the bottom of your lens would roll outwards, giving you an ugly cosmetic look, as well as shortening the life of the frame. So that's why you want someone like me. Now, it's not like you live next door where I could take it down by hand if I felt that it was in there too large. On the internet, you only get one chance to make everything perfect. It's a corny saying, but that's the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. It's that little extra at the beginning. So it takes me an extra minute to make something perfect. Once the right lens takes a little bit longer, once we get the size just right, we'll flip it over and cut the left. I feel sorry for you guys to have to watch my videos for an extra minute. It must be painful already. If you think this is bad, you should try being my wife. Actually, you can't try. I've only got one of those. I got some birds fighting behind me in the background. Can you guys hear that? The feeders out there? Come on now, birds. Everyone get along. Why can't we all get along? So, we're gonna push this in at the outside edge and then push down at the nose. Now it snaps in there easily. Let's go ahead and start cutting the left lens. Flip that over to L. Come down here, put the lens into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, the Chuckarama, the Todd. Start. The door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by two white styluses. Kind of dirty off-white styluses. They were a lot cleaner before we got started. But you can see it's just going around tracing the shape of the left side of the frame this time. And just, oh, that came off easily. Go ahead and use my hand-approved drying method. Throw that back in there. Add to my sticker collection. My dot is gone. I'm going to have to come down here to my Progressive Additional Lens ID from Essilor. I've still got the two outer dots on there. Actually, I guess I don't need that. I will come down here, put the two dots, see these two corresponding ones. I lay everything out right there. Put that dot in the center, the fitting cross. How fitting that that is the fitting cross. I don't need any of y'all. I can play with myself. Turn the fine-tune knob to 120. You know that growing up I was so poor there weren't any generals in my toy soldier collection, so I had to play with my privates. And that's why I need glasses. So, we got the fine-tune knob to 120. I want to check the power of the right lens. Let me crank that back because I was on a very high minus. And I am getting 150, exactly halfway between 1 and 2. How did I get there? Your prescription plus 150. You have 6 steps of nearsighted correction. So in order to see better far away, you need 6 steps of magnification. That's why there's a plus sign. You have a magnifying lens for your right lens to make everything the correct size. Now, once it's the correct size, you have 1 step, the smallest amount of astigmatism correction you can have. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look alike, or the letters P and F. And we turn that fine-tune knob to 120. Check that, and I'm at plus 1 1/4. Started off with plus 150. Someone borrowed 25 cents. You would have 1 1/4. We are 1 1/4 in the black, going away from 0 past 1, 1 1/4. Now your left eye, you only need 3 steps of magnification to see far away, but you need another 3 steps of clarity. And we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to 65. Now you have, and this is called the add, the invisible bifocal, or any bifocal strength. It means in addition to what's on top. So if you got reading glasses for your right eye, you add plus 150 to 150, and you need a 3 for the right eye. You need a 2 1/4 for the left, and they just don't make unequal powers. Now, you can certainly get by with some over-the-counters anywhere between 2 1/4 and 3, depending on what you're doing. Your right eye, again, smallest amount of astigmatism correction you can have. You would need a little bit for the left eye. That's after about 30 minutes, eye fatigue would kick in. Now, this frame is available in 2 sizes and several colors. Not every color, not every size is available, but the available colors sell for $143. The progressive additional lens is called a progressive lens because... Where's your frame? Have I lost it? Oh, it's over there in my lensometer. It's called a progressive lens because as you look down, it progressively gets stronger and stronger. So about right here, the middle is about for computer range, anything at arm's reach. The very bottom is designed for elbows touching your side, arms bent at a right angle. And sorry, I was checking my watch there. Someone else wants some Oakleys. And the Oakley Siphon, to be exact. So the very bottom is where you would get that 3 for the right eye, 2 1/4 for the left. But the Essilor Ideal Advanced Digital Freeform Progressive Lens and Polycarbonate sells for $149.99. Who can beat that price? The Transitions XTRAactive Brown or Gray adds $99.99. The Flash Mirror today happens to be in red. It comes in 6 colors. Silver, gold, green, blue, red, or pink adds $69.99 for a total of $462.97 if you want the exact same thing. Everything's always cheaper for single vision. Progressives cost more because they do more. That popped in there easily the first time. Let's take the block off, dry everything off, throw that back in there, add to my sticker collection. Ooh, it's barely there. Let me darken that so you can see what I'm doing. So what I did is there was a very light dot where the seg height was, so I darkened that. And if you guys missed any of that, say it with me. Let me recap. Oh, you moan, but you'll be telling that joke tomorrow. We're going to turn the fine tune knob to 65. And I can turn it to anything, it just won't be in focus. When I turn it to 65, plus 75 better be in focus. Look at that, plus 75, going away from 0, plus 1/4, plus 50, plus 75, 1 Yahtzee. Now, so we're at plus 75, now we need to subtract 75 from that at home. Those of you keeping score at home, what happens when you subtract 75 from 75? What do you get? 0, plano, no power. Pupillary distance for your right eye, 31.5. For the left, 28.5. And I don't like to math wrong, so 28.5. We should have a combined score, a combined distance value of 60. Yeah, it's a score. And turn the card up, drop your number, comeback number 1610. Place my PD stick against my thumb on your right lens, and we hold it up to the left lens. We're getting 60. Yahtzee. You have an optical center height of 21. Place the PD stick, and then I measured horizontally here. I'm going to measure vertically this time. And when you look to the middle of the frame, we're getting 21. We're going to get 21. Man, this kid with the 2 thumbs and the bad jokes, he knows what he's doing. I'm telling you, there's got to be a reason he keeps doing this right. Day after day, night after night. Oh, so this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that this purchase is tax-free and includes free shipping anywhere in the U.S. The reason I now point out that it's tax-free is that everyone on the internet is now having to charge tax, except for who? The guy with the 2 thumbs and the bad jokes. That's because I am in North Carolina. North Carolina considers an eyeglass to be a medical device. I don't know where they get that idea from, but don't tell them, don't talk them out of it, because it's tax-free. So if you were to buy the same exact glasses for the same price I'm charging, which is impossible, $462.97 times 8% tax in North Carolina, you would pay another $37.03. But Todd, you ain't gonna do it because I'm a tax-free state. Now, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. When I set them down on the counter, there is no wobble. Let's see if these wobble. These are, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. These are my computer glasses. So, The powers you have in your progressive, the computer power I have in the top of here, I want to be able to see this screen here. I have full magnification in the line style bifocal, just because this gives me a larger window, and I don't have anyone to buy glasses for me. So everyone feel, I'm going to do a Kickstarter. Someone get me some new pair of computer glasses. But that's what I have. I have the computer power here and the full strength here. I cannot drive or watch TV in them. I just leave them up there. Flip these over, press down. There is no wobble. And of course, these are very close. I'm wearing the Oakley 8132 cross, what is this, the cross range switch? I can't remember. I can't see without my glasses on. Cross range switch, because when you pull down on this lever, the temple comes off and you can change the color of the temple. Of course, it's still going to have a little orange stripe right there, but I'm all about me some blue, and I'm all about some blue and orange. I'm always wearing blue. But my hometown baseball team, the Durham Bulls, have a blue-orange uniform. Perhaps you remember the movie Bull Durham with Kevin Costner. Okay, put mine back on. But these are known as pilot temples. You can slide these on and off if you had a helmet motorcycle. These are originally invented for fighter pilots, so they could take their glasses on and off without having to take their helmet off. But I close each temple, pilot temple, to make sure they overlap perfectly and that neither temple is askew like that. So I was about to mention that I send out a selfie request in every package to have your picture on the website. Todd, I would love to have you modeling these glasses next to your loving wife Leslie, with Josie and Wales, if they're allowed, on the couch next to you or sitting outside, wherever you want to pose at. Clean everything off. Now I also send out cleaning instructions not only on your frame and lenses, but for your Oakley carrying bag cleaning cloth, for the premium microfiber cleaning cloth that I provide. And I field test every cleaning cloth to make sure that it works. So when you get these in the mail and you see that wrinkle, you know it works. You can't say you can't clean your lenses, Todd. I just showed you how to do it. So this is what they look like. In fact, let me do a teaching moment. These are Transitions Extra Active. I'm wearing the Transition Signature 7. This is the clear demo lens that came out. Now the clear demo lenses retain about 1% to 2% color against a white background indoors. My Signature 7 have about 3 to 5%. The Extra Active have about 5 to 7%. Now, you can only see that over a piece of white paper while you have these on. No one can really tell. And of course, your mirror coating is really... just put a fingerprint on there. I'm going to have to put another wrinkle in your cloth there, Todd. And of course, the best way to clean them is just spit on a patooey. Oh, I kid myself. I kid everyone else. I crack myself up is what I do. I'm a joke cracker. I crack jokes. So, I have Crizal Sapphire on my lens, so there's a blue reflex. That's right, not reflection. That is known as the reflex. The mirror coating has a slight red reflex to it at certain angles and certain lighting. It looks like a really cool anti-glare on steroids is what it looks like. And again, you don't see it all the time. It has to be at the right angle. But again, let me put mine back on. And I'm going to go ahead and activate them, meaning I'm going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. So as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken. It takes a little bit longer to lighten when you come back inside. About a minute to a minute 15 to return back to virtually clear. Now this is important, Todd, and everyone else watching. All transition lenses will get dark on day 1 and continue to darken the first 2 weeks they're exposed to the sun. After that, they'll work for years at maximum performance. The only time that my Signature 7 lenses won't work is if I'm behind the windshield of a car. The windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Having said that, Todd's Extra Active lenses will get dark in about 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. Now, all transitions are temperature sensitive, meaning they'll get darker when it's 85 degrees and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone that when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Now, again, having said that, the Transitions Extra Active will get darker in hotter weather because it's designed for extra active people who spend more than the normal person does outside. I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue. and quit sniffing spray paint and anything else. And I'm going to quote some Josie Wales. But so when you're inside, when you're looking out, you just see that transitions extra active brown. When people look at you at certain angles, they will see the brown, but in some angles they'll see that red. Really, really cool feature. Again, this has only been around for about 6 to 7 months. I can't wait to see the other as this product continues to grow and develop. Now again, if you've liked what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. You can email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com, or you can simply click the contact me button on the website. As I run my mouth, these will continue to lighten. Of course, I didn't expose them as long as some others, but that red mirror is really, really, really cool. Or you can always leave a question or comment in the comment section below. And not knowing whether the print at the bottom of the screen is going to work, I'm experimenting on that today. If there's a Oakley frame that you want, just email me, tell me the model number, the size and color that you want. I'll check on the availability and the price and get back with you. So Todd in Indianapolis with his loving wife Leslie and his 2 4-legged pets Josie and Wales, I thank you for the purchase of the Oakley 8081 Plank 2.0, the 51 eye size, and the color is 04 Soft Touch Tortoise. And now everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.